AI art and animations has brought me to the creative world of AI and allowed me to create short films I never thought I could. But what if I wanted to create an AI music video like those cool anime intro while generating my own music? Challenge accepted. And so, today I will be attempting to create an anime music video in 24 hours with AI. Let's go! To start, I'll first need to get the epic anime MV soundtrack. But how do I do that without a music studio? It is 2024, so we gotta get our AI buddies to help us, and this time round, it is our new friend, Suno AI. Suno AI is an AI tool that allows us to generate music, so it should do the work. And there's a list of trendy songs here, so let's start by checking out some of the cool music that people have been creating, starting with this mistletoe music.
I'm home for the Yuletide, seeking mistletoe and missing you.
Pretty classy, and it does have a little bit of that hot chocolate vibe to this. But what about this turkey time music? This one sounds interesting. Let's take a listen.
Gather round now, it's turkey time, catching up with all your kin and dimes.
Ooh, greasy country music, very nice. And I love it. And the result sounds pretty good to me, so let's see if we can generate something similar too. And so, to create the track, we have two different options. One is to add in a basic song description and get our track. Or, we can utilize the custom mode to add our lyrics to the style of it. Starting off with the style, I was thinking of doing a reimagination of one of my favorite shows, Breaking Bad, as an anime MV. So, let's see what the AI can give us by adding in the word meth and Breaking Bad. And here we go. It does generate some pretty interesting lyrics which I think could work. And let's generate to see what we get. Nice, this does have a little bit of that 80s retro vibe. And yeah, the auto-tune is kinda strong, but it's definitely a vibe, so I would definitely keep that for our video. But what if we wanted something a little bit longer? Let's try the extend song button and see what we get. And very nice, once that is done, there are once again two different extensions for us to choose. So let's take a listen. They did add some music bridge to it, and the vibes are roughly different for each of them. I do like this drummy version as it does create a bit of the epic trailer effect, so we shall stick with that. And from here, we could also continue to extend our song, but since it is our first take, let's keep it short and stick to what we have over here. And let's click the join up button to get the full soundtrack. And here we go. Awesome, thank you Suno, our robot musician. And with music done, it is time to get into our animations. So I started off once again by watching the different anime MVs to get inspired. And from there, I'm going to start storyboarding my scenes. And so, as I am going to generate my scenes using Midjourney, I will start by asking ChatGPT to give me a list of short scenes that I can use according to the lyrics that we have. However, what ChatGPT provides isn't always the best, but it is good enough to kickstart our process. So, I will use it just to kickstart our process and finish up the rest in my Word document. With a little bit of creativity, from here we can have a rough list of shots. And after coming up with our list of shots, it is time to generate them using Midjourney. And so in Midjourney, I use a mix of both V6 and V5 to generate my images. As V6 currently at this point doesn't have the Niji function yet, I find some of the images generated with V5 Niji to be closer to what I'm looking for. However, V6 is fantastic as well as it does generate more accuracy for our shots. For example, it does recognize characters like Hank and produce pretty cool results like his death shot right here. Or even this shot of Gustavo. But I really dig the Jane Margulies style created by V6 and it is truly a vibe indeed. However, we do not have all day, so I'm going to continue my generation and quickly move on to the next step. And if you'd like to learn how to use Midjourney effectively, I do have a couple more videos, so do check that out as well. And after generating all these images, what I would do next is to first slot them into CapCut and see how they would fit with my music. And this step is extremely important because it helps us save credits and decide which image and how I would like to animate them later. And once I get a flow of it, I renumbered the images I would like to use and start heading to Pika, our final magic tool. Over here, that's where I would start animating my images to life. And generally, I find adding in a negative prompt useful, so the basic includes things like low quality, low resolution, blurry, distortion, warping, and anything that you think that you do not want your animation to have. Of course, this is just the first layer of it, and additional negative prompts comes in handy when you see things you do not like. For example, a warping of the face and the body. And by adding these terms in, it could help in the accuracy of the regenerations. Another feature I find extremely useful while dealing with image to video is to play around with the motion function as well. Naturally, at motion 1, the video would start to move a lot more and at times have a preset zoomed in effect. However, if you turn it down to motion 0, the animations are actually way lesser without any camera effect. But it does make the animations way more stable too. So you do have to play around to get different results and see what suits your scene best. And in this process, I tried to keep my prompts specific and short, as I feel like too much information may not be effective for image to video. So for example, if I would like to have just a slow-mo shot that doesn't do much, I would just type in cinematic slow-mo and see what I get. And if you would like to have additional movements for your generations, you would have to add in additional prompts to help make that happen. Using this example of the blue chemical shot, I'll add in things like water flowing to start seeing the water actually flowing in the animations. And so this is extremely useful in your own generations as well, so do try that out. Now, as we do not have that much time in this video, if you'd like to learn more about how to effectively use the Pika interface, you may check out my other videos in the description below. And after a couple of hours of generations, I finally got the clips I want, and it is time to piece them together, bringing us back to our favorite tool, CapCut. And all in all, this challenge has been a real blast, and to be able to generate both the music and animation from scratch has been a dream. And the sky is really the limit here. And so, without further ado, here's the final result. Enjoy.